हरे कृष्ण। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशकारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। So happy Guru Purnima for all of you. So yesterday we were discussing about Guru Abhajna. So we'll try to complete the remaining offenses. That is the target. We will see how far we can reach. So sometimes things are not in our control. I'll just share the screen for you. So yesterday we were focusing on the third, how disrespecting Guru happens. That was one of the fourth one we discussed, but I'll just go little quickly so that it will be in sequence, and for you also it will be helpful in future to refer. So I will go through the fourth one. This is a very uh, important discussion we had previously also. Shifting the spiritual optics, a diagnostic guide to overcome Shruti Shastra Ninda and unlocking the revelation of scriptures. So here the most important thing is material conditioning creates spiritual blind spot. That means false ego, and because of your judging, we are finding faults everywhere, and there is cheating in material world. This is the chain of distortion. So, so applying this identical material mentality to scriptures forces us to see artificial imperfections entirely building us to their true essence. So because of her false ego, no, we start finding faults even in the scriptures. That is the point here. So there are like yeah, here na. Mm. So so to consider yeah, I wanted to refer that the Hindi one. So here this is taking disrespecting the shastras because of the material vision, and we'll go more deeper into it. So the lens we choose determines the reality we perceive. This is a very important thing. Please understand. The world we are looking is a reflection of our consciousness. If we are looking, the world is Vishwam Purna Sukhayate. If we have that vision, that is the Mahabhagavat vision. For him, Vishwam Purna Sukhayate. But for us, it is not Sukhayate. We are able to see imperfections and so much pain and so many other things. That is because of our consciousness. So the same situation. Yesterday, I was talking to my cousin, and and she is having some family issues. So the call went very long. That is the longest call I think I had. So now she was trying to tell what is the situation, this, that, and so many problems, and no, I am trying to give the solution. She said, "Arey, I have problem with the problem only. Why will I take solution?" You are understanding? She is telling why situation is like this. I am having. You are telling me you are giving a solution for the problem, but I have problem with the problem itself. If you are telling you gave a very tough mathematics formula, is there? Very mathematics you gave a formula, and sorry, there is a mathematics problem, and I am giving a solution. Okay, apply this formula, you get a solution. She is asking, why am I getting this tough problem itself? You are talking about solution, but my question is different. So now here, then I told, see, in the same situation, if I keep somebody else, will they can be the like I asked her, what is the purpose of life? You want to be peaceful and happy? She said yes. Then you should follow the process which will make you peaceful and happy. He said yes. That means you should know the process which will make you peaceful and happy. Then she said yes. Then I told that, okay, then the responsibility to become happy is on you or somebody else, or the happiness is depending on others or you. So should your happiness depend on others, or it should be independent? It should be on your own responsibility. You should be independent of it. He said, yeah, it should be independent. It should not depend on others. So that means you have to uh, learn how to become. So that is the most important thing. We have to know what makes me happy, and we have to do it. So this is where the responsibility comes. So, but what happens is our vision is not like that. That means we have to change our vision. So I told, in the same situation, if I keep somebody else who has a different vision about life, they can be happy in that situation. Now, which situation you are complaining? If I keep another person who is much more, that means what? It is not the situation that is caused the problem. It is your vision that is causing the problem. So in your situation, if I keep somebody who is less in terms of consciousness, he will become more miserable. So that means what? It is not the changing of situation. Krishna did not change Arjuna's situation. What he changed? He changed the vision. So we are caught up in our situations because of our own material vision. So the material approach, same thing we are approaching. We are using our own analysis, our own way of looking at. What is the sadhana meant for? What are scriptures meant for? To make us look things differently. We should not look with wrong attitude. So that means such a important thing, scriptures. So when we approach scriptures, we should know, okay, that is the way I should look. I should not use my material things to look at scriptures. I should take scriptures and look the world. So when Duryodhana went to Dronacharya and said, "Arey, no, Datra, no, Shaitan Panduputranam Acharya Mahatum Chadam Vyudam Drupada Putrena." No, you see the Pandava army. Dronacharya is saying, I am not blind like your father. I can see the army. He is telling, Arey, don't see the way you are seeing. You will see the Yudhishthir, you will see Arjuna, and you will feel affection for them. You see the way I am showing you. You see Drupada Putra there. You see Drupada there. That is what you have to see. So that your anger will come and you will fight. Otherwise, you will only love the Pandavas. When Arjuna was telling the problems, Krishna is telling that is the way you are looking at the world. So Krishna is teaching us how to look at the world. So we perceive reality through our lens. The perception is based on our own conditioning, and that is a material approach. So analyzing we all see with logic and all. So sacred texts, because we have material education, especially this is the problem nowadays. We have very logical education that makes us things more difficult to approach the scriptures. So right attitude is recognize scriptures as a sole window into a non-oblivious reality. Non-obvious reality, the only way is the Shastras. So Amneya is the first principle, Dashamula Tattva by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Shastra is the only way which are not obvious. Now people say that how can I believe something which I am not seeing? This is a question generally now the youth ask, everybody asks. I cannot see God, how should I believe it? Array, there are so many things which you cannot see but you still believe. Do you believe that your mother loves you? Did you see where is love? You did not see. There is something called experience. We cannot see love of mother. We experience love of mother. Right? So here the point what I am telling is, it is about material vision. Second thing I am trying to explain is how we perceive there are so many things, they are not about seeing. It is about experience. So spiritual life is an experience. Like gulab jamun, no matter how logically explain what is gulab jamun, the taste, the texture, the size, the viscosity, the density, no matter how much you explain about gulab jamun, we can never understand gulab jamun unless we taste it. So that similarly, spiritual life is not about just understanding logical, it's about experience. So that is where you need the scriptures which can help us understand this non-obvious reality. So the absolute boundary of meteorology. Shastra is the only source of knowledge regarding matters related to spirit. This is from Vedanta Sutra, the third sutra from Vedanta Sutra. The real Shastra speaks exclusively about non-obvious things, God, the soul, the spiritual world. Only by accepting this axiom can truth be revealed. So this is how important it is that we value the Shastras. So we cannot find knowledge any other way. On our own, we cannot do the research and get it. So the data informs the intellect, but reverence unlocks the heart. This is the very nice point. Please understand. Data, na, it is all internet. Now we have so much data. Now after ChatGPT comes and all these AI tools came, now the information is abundant. I that this is also we discussed. Like in any other times of the past, presently the amount of information which is available even on the spiritual subjects is enormous, which is not even accessible. Like great sage Bhrigu Muni and all these great rishis, they did tapasya to get the knowledge, which is available to us just in fingertips. But it is not about information. Information we have so much. Even for Bhaktivinoda Thakur, it took 6 years to get Chaitanya Charitamrita. For us, just 6 seconds. Just open the app and you got Chaitanya Charitamrita. Availability is so much, but the if you see presently the people are most misguided and clueless, and they're most they don't have any directions. So why it is like that? Even though you have knowledge, because this is not there. The reverence unlocks the heart. So reading the Krishna is the supreme. It's a mere information. But the reverence and correct attitude that causes revelation and experience. That is now because previously the respect was considered most important. You have to go to Guru, serve for 6 months, and then after 6 months he will ask you your name, and again serve for 6 months. Then he will ask you, do you have any questions? So why such stories are told? Because first you develop the right heart. Then when Guru speaks anything, it will enter your heart. So first the mood is set. The disciple is told to develop that reverence, tadvidhi pranipatena, pariprashnena. Then sevaya. So all these things, why they are there? To make our heart suitable for the Guru's instruction to penetrate. Otherwise, it won't work. And the, like if he is in a different mood, then Guru says, no, 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 I cannot give it. It won't work. Like I give this story, like one Guru, he was taking lunch and his wife is serving, and somebody knocks at the door, and the Guru Mata, she goes and opens the door, and one boy comes, he says, I want to gain knowledge, and no, Guru is there, I want to take knowledge from him. And Guru asked his wife, ask him what is the purpose. He said, I want to gain knowledge and help the society. And Guru says, you tell him to get lost, there is nobody to teach him. Then Guru Mata says, and he goes, and after some time another fellow comes. He says, why do you, another person comes, he knocks the door, and same thing happens. The Guru Mata opens, and Guru asks, why, what do you want? He said, oh, I want to learn the Shastras, and I want to develop Shraddha and the Shastras. I want to gain more and more knowledge. I know Shastra Shraddha I want to develop. Guru said, tell him to get lost from here. Nobody is there to teach. And then Guru Mata is telling, Arey, he is sending all the students away. How will I maintain the house and all? Anyway, that is her problem. Then again, one more boy comes. And Guru asks the same, why you want? Then that person says, I am suffering in this material world. I want to gain knowledge so that I can come out of this suffering. Guru says, bring him, bring him. He is the qualified. So, why like that? If I know that I am in a suffering state and I want to get rid of it, that is a proper heart. I need shelter of Guru so that I can come out of my ignorance. So it is not just gaining knowledge or serving society or anything. No, it is for myself I need. So the truth must actively transform from praise into the heart. Intellectual processing without proper attitude yields data, not experience. So apparent contradictions are merely a failure of scale. So we are not able to see the overall picture. That's why we find faults in the Shastras and contradictions in the Shastras. So we take out of context. We use our material logic. But if you see the overall context, the Shastra Chakshu is apparent contradiction. The Stuti Shastra that means we have misunderstood the whole picture. We find faults with isolated fragments simply because we cannot see the overarching structure. So, if I know the purpose of why the instruction is given, for whom it is given, what circumstances, what situations, then I will not misunderstand. So, within Bhagavatam also we can see some contradictory statements, but we should know what context it is made. Like Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam, it is told, Paribhasha Sutra of Bhagavatam. But within Bhagavatam, there are dozen times where it is told Krishna is Amsha of Narayana. No, I say, Arey, you are telling Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam in Bhagavatam. In Bhagavatam only so many places Krishna is called Amsha. How is it possible? How to understand? Yes, you understand because we see the context. Who is speaking? With whom is speaking? What situation is speaking? Accordingly, we have to take that statement. That is Bala Bala Vichar also. We have discussed this. Like I gave this example. Like Prabhupada is writing a letter to one disciple. He is struggling and he is having so many family problems and all. And he writes, Prabhupada, I am not able to chant. Can I chant 4 rounds? Prabhupada says, yes, you can chant 4 rounds, not a problem. And then in Bhagavatam, Purport is writing that you have to chant, devotees should chant 16 rounds and follow the principles. Now people may say, Arey, Prabhupada told 4 rounds is also enough. Arey, Prabhupada told 4 rounds is enough, and here Bhagavatam is telling 16 rounds. Now, which statement has more bala? Which statement has more weight? This statement which is given in Bhagavatam, he is addressing all the disciples for all the time. That is a specific letter to that person in that situation. So if you take Bala Bala Vichar, it's not contradicting. It is a overall picture. If you see, then you don't find contradictions. So Prabhupada is telling to that disciple at that particular point. So it is not for applicable for all. But when he's telling in Bhagavatam, it is applicable for all. So we should take this statement. So the point is Shastra is also like that only. If you say Paribhas Sutra of Bhagavatam is Etecham Sakala Punsa Krishnastu Bhagavatam, that is Paribhas Sutra. That has more weightage. It is not dependent on anything. It is given in the beginning, and then that is the where all the avatars are mentioned. That time it is told Krishna is supreme. And then other places when Krishna is told Amsha in Bhagavata only, it is some Indra is praying and somebody is talking about Naranarayan Rishi as okay, you are Amshas. So all these statements are on the context. That time that particular person is speaking, but not the original, the main message like that. So we have to see the overall picture. Then we will not have contradiction. And without the lens of Shastra, every alternative is a dead end. So approaching spiritual world, material logic, Buddhism, Mayavada, they are all dead ends. This alternative is absolutely nothing positive about the spiritual world. Only when we go through Shastras is seen in the history of Nammalvar, spiritual realities exist far beyond the reach of material logic. So this is what Nammalvar is explaining. The story of Nammalvar is like that, that he explains that those Shastra he is able to show the spiritual world, not through material logic, not through Shunyavada, not through Mayavada. That is not the way. We have to go. These all things are dangerous things. So actually they are like what do you say, different yeah, this is Asatkaryavada, Vivartavada, Parinamavada and Shakti Parinamavada. So they are the different Asatkaryavada and Vivartavada and all. But we go with Shakti Parinamavada. Shastra is explaining about Shakti Parinam. Then we can understand this spiritual world. Now the architecture foundation for spiritual apprehension is Bhaktivinoda Thakur establishes that knowing the structure and inner logic of the scriptures anchored by the Amneya principle makes it impossible to see the contradictions in the text. Amneya principle is scripture is the only source of spiritual truth. That is Amneya principle. And based on the Dasamula foundations that resolves all the apparent contradiction. So Shastras are always right. So inner logic of scripture requires a specific posture. What is that posture? Approach the Vedas with deep humility, study under the direct guidance of a spiritual master, systematically understand the inner structure and logic, grasp the complete unified picture of the scriptures. So this step-by-step ascension prevents the reader from rejecting the transcendental truth based on the flawed material criteria. So we have to approach the Shastras with humility, under guidance of Acharya, systematically understand the inner structure and logic. Then there is no contradiction, because what it is trying to, that's what Krishna tells also in Bhagavad Gita, that the purpose of different wells in the village can be served by one river. So like that, if you know the purpose behind the Vedas, then we don't see any contradiction there, like that. So this is a very important like people say, Array, in Mahabharata there is told that in Ramayana it is told that Lord Ram ate meat, and Mahabharata Pandavas are eating meat or whatever. So and the same scriptures are telling you should not eat meat, follow regulative principles. And the same Shastra it is said, no, Agastya Muni ate meat, Vishwamitra Muni ate meat, and you are telling you should not eat meat, and you tell that some kings they are killing the cows, sacrificing the cows, and now you are telling you should not, cow is like mother, you should not kill, and in your Shastra only these things are there. And not only cow, human sacrifice is also there. And in Bhagavatam also we see about human sacrifice mentioned in Bhagavatam only. So, I know you are talking about non-violence and you are talking about sacrificing a human being. Sacrificing cow is also there. Ashwamedha, Gomedha. So, non-meeting is not. So now how you resolve it? So these are the questions we get from non-believers. They are questioning it, or even devotees also may get. Arey, what is this? Shastra is giving so many such very dangerous things. Like Jada Bharat, in that story also we heard, like he was given Narabali. That is Vedic culture only, na? And not only that, one more, I think Vasishta, Harishchandra story. Harishchandra, instead of his son, he said he will sacrifice his son, but he does not do. Then one Brahmana is given as a sacrifice instead of Harishchandra's son. So that story is there in Bhagavatam also. And cow sacrifice is also there. That's what when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes to uh, what is it, Chand Kazi's house, and there was a debate. Chand Kazi, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, why are you killing cow? Cow and bull are like mother and father. Chand Kazi says, Are, in your scriptures only you have this Gomeda sacrifice, sacrifice of cow. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explains, no, that is to elevate the cow. It is not going to, they are not going to eat and release it. That is not for that. So if you don't know the overall concept, why it is done, then definitely we'll find fault. Then we'll have problem. Like say, uh, Vishwamitra eating cow, eating dog. 12 years there was drought. There is no food to eat. And Vishwamitra goes and then he goes to Chandala's house, asks for food. He said, this dog is there. He says, I'll eat. Chandala says, Arey, how can you eat a dog? You are a Brahmana. He says, see, I am Vishwamitra. I can do good to the Vishwa. Mitra means friend. I am the friend of this whole universe. So if I survive, then only I can help, na. So I will eat and I will survive myself. Now here you see, he is not eating for sense gratification. He is eating for survival. First thing. Second is they have a capacity to digest not the food, the karma also. You have to nullify the effect of the karma. For that, you have to do that much amount of austerities. So, if you see in that direction, people, even if they are eating also, if they are able to digest their karma, there is no problem. Are we able to do that much tapasya and overcome the reactions of non-eating non-veg? No, then don't do it. If you can digest it, not only just digesting the food, the karma also, then you do it. So the point is, no, it is about understanding the context. So grasp the complete unified pictures of the scriptures. So scriptures are always, see, the main purpose of scriptures is to elevate the consciousness of a living entity. If we understand that, then we'll not have problem. So if some instruction is given to that person, that is particular time, place, circumstances, we should know to elevate that person. We cannot apply that instruction to ourselves. He is told to eat meat, I will also eat. Array, it is to elevate him to come to goodness. But if you eat meat, you will go to tamoguna. You will go into ignorance. Your whatever little bit goodness also is lost. So it is not solving the purpose. The whole purpose of Shastra is to elevate the consciousness of a living entity and make him grow one level to another level, another level, another level, like that. That's why there is contradiction. If you see Bible, Quran, or some other Abrahamic religions, they have only one book and it is applicable, it is meant for everyone. But if we go to Vedic scriptures, we have so many books, and because Vedic scriptures understand that there are so many varieties of living entities, that means there are different levels of consciousness. So that's why you have Shastras at addressing different audience. Like there are somebody in second class, somebody in fifth class, somebody is 10th grade, somebody is in graduation, somebody is post graduation. You cannot have one book for everyone. a second class fellow is coming and studying the same book, and post graduation person is also studying the same book. It does not make sense. You have to give him according to his syllabus. So now the Shastras are for different audience to elevate them to the next level. So if there is a concession of eating meat, we should know it is for whom, which type of persons this concession is given. And if it is told that you have to follow the regulations, this is for whom, which type of audience. So there are different regulations for different people. That's why it looks like contradiction, not contradiction. It is only the different audience and different situations that is applicable. So that is the very simple understanding. We always have to keep this in point. Shastras are not talking to one person, they are addressing different. That is the reason, if you see, Vedic culture is surviving. The reason it is very accommodative compared to other aberrant religions and all. Why they are very fanatic? Why Indian culture is very accommodating? The reason is our Shastras are accommodating. Whereas for them, you have only one book and you have to just everybody follow that one book. But you are at different grades. PhD person also same book. Kindergarten also same book. Right? So they don't find it logical. It becomes difficult for them. But Vedas, you have Rig Veda, Yajur Veda also, and you have Puranas also, and you have Itihasas also, and you have Upanishads also. You have every variety, Vedanta Sutra. You can accommodate intellectuals also, you can accommodate very emotional people also, you can accommodate people who are ritualistic also. All categories are accommodated. That is why we have to know the understand the complete unified pictures of scriptures in that way. So every sacred syllable points to a single resonate truth. That is Vedas, Upanishads, Puranas, Bhagavatam. What is that? The holy name. Om Tat Sat. So Hari Sarvatra Giyate. No, even the beginning, middle, and end. So the Shastras, beginning of the Shastras, middle of the Shastras, end of the Shastras, what is that? Hari Sarvatra Giyate. All Shastras exist to glorify the Supreme Lord only. Through histories like Ajamila, Vritrasura, and Gaudi Shastras culminate in one essential message. That is the self-manifested transcendental nature of congregational kirtan. So the reverence that should be must physically manifest in daily practices, offering tulsi and Bhagavatam should be in a sacred place on an asan, offering a flower and tulsi to him, and narrating regularly. That's why we are discussing every day. So this is the way we can go ahead. The holy name loves those who approach the Shastras with this attitude. So ultimately, we want to manifest the holy name in our life. That is the priority. Like any activity we are doing, we should ask this question: will it help my chanting of the holy name, or it will destroy my chanting? Will it help my understanding Bhagavatam or destroy? So then we have to act accordingly. If I keep grudges against somebody, my chanting of holy name will affect. If I offend somebody, then holy name will affect. Chanting will affect. So for me, my ego is not important. My chanting is important. So ask forgiveness. Ask for to we give up our negativity about them. Not to it is not that weakness. It is our priority. My priority is that I want to chant like that. So this reverential attitude is very important, and even directly we can do. So now the matrix of spiritual pitfall and structural remedies. So these are the four things till now we discussed. Satam Ninda, the core problem is fault finding towards devotees, inability to see their devotion. The key remedies associated with those free from Nindadi Shunyam. You have to be with such devotees. And the second of this is material conception of name, worshipping demigods. That means associate with those who have realized Achintya Shakti. So we have to know that here the energies of the Lord are working properly. We should know it is only one energy, one person's energy manifested differently. Guru Ravajna is neglecting and condensation towards the Guru, considering that is conditional surrender. What should we do? Spontaneous surrender. Accept Guru's authority. And Shruti Shastra in the material approach to Shastra, finding fault in scriptures. And what should we do? We should try to study the Dashamula Tattva and humbly under Guru. So now every offense is rooted in applying a material fault finding lens to a spiritual reality. So this is we have to understand this aspect also very clearly. And okay, every offense is rooted. And the last thing is offense and love rated cannot remain together, and we should feel very uncomfortable till we have envy. Understanding scripture is never an intellectual victory. It is a descent of grace upon a humble heart. And then I want to cover others also, fifth, sixth, seventh offense also. If we have many questions, then I will do. I will just comment. Should we go with fifth, sixth, seventh offense, or you have questions? So I will just count 5. If you don't raise hand, then I will go for fifth. You can. Yes, Srinivas Prasad.
Hare Krishna, Adonant Pranam Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I have just a small question. Like you said, there are devotees or like Vishwamitra, in the case of Vishwamitra, they can digest the karmas. So can you just enlighten how do such people digest karmas? By the arrangement of the lordships, or do they do something specific for that?
See, they can perform tapasya and remove their impressions which they got by eating that. So whenever you eat anything, it's not just the action, it's the impression also that matters. So they work on overcoming the impressions from that activity.
So they are so strong that they are able to remove those impressions, and then it's not in their mind thereafter.
They will not get affected by it. That is the point. And by tapasya, they can remove the reaction part also, and they can remove the impression part. Both they can remove.
That is because of their empowerment by the lordships, or just by their own
by their tapasya. By their tapasya, by their austerity.
By their austerity. Okay, that was my question. Thank you.
Keshav,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, you are also explaining about the apparent contradictions of Shastra which outsiders can quote us, Prabhuji. And what is that explanation? I'm not getting the proper point. Should we tell them it is all reference to the context, Prabhuji? That in contradictions, like you are telling Prabhuji, you cow regarding cow killing. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained, it is for elevation of that cow. So, as you say, many people quote Ramayana, Ram ate meat, and Bhima in Mahabharata also, Pandavas ate meat. All those things, when they tell us, what is that we are supposed to understand and tell them, Prabhuji?
See, that things are there in the Shastra. You don't deny that. If it is there, it is there. Now, but we have to understand that the point what is making is not that it is allowed. It is that context, that person, that situation he ate. That's all. So it is not that it is giving license for you to do. Say you are in fourth grade, and then there is second grade child is there. For him, there is some concessions are given because he don't understand his school times, his level of understanding of the knowledge is less. and somebody is in 10th class, his knowledge is different. So he is given different level of instruction. So it is not applicable for all the people, all the instructions. You have to know what is your level and what is the instruction given to you. So you cannot the same mathematics for second class child it is different, for fourth it is different, for 10th is different. Now you write d by dx of cos x and you show to a fourth class child and ask, is it English or math? He will say English only. D by dx of cos x is for a fourth class child, it is English. That is not math. That is what, that is his level of understanding. So we cannot generalize for everything the Shastric instructions. We need proper guidance, that's why, to understand it. What is your level and how you should understand it, what is your approach to it. So it varies from person to person. The same Shastra, same stories, but you have a different lesson to learn from it. That is the point. So there is no contradiction if you go in that direction. That it Shastras are all talking about. Their Shastras are always right. Why they are right? Because the audience are they are right according to the audience. You are an audience. You are of a. You go to Shastras. You are at 7th class. You have to take the instructions of 7th class child only. You cannot take PhD wala. Then you will find contradiction. That is the point. Shastras are not talking about just one instruction for everyone. It is not same. It is different.
So Lord Ram, is it like, if given in Shastra, Lord Ram ate meat, Prabhuji, is it there?
Even if he eat, it does not matter only for us now. Why does it
Is
matter?
it there? No. If someone says, I shouldn't say, no, it is all wrong. Because in just now you said, if it is there, then it is there only. So I just want to know whether it is there. Because I have been asked this twice or thrice by some people.
No, the question is itself is wrong question. I am telling, even if it is there or not, how does it matter? The way you have to approach is different. Whether it is applicable for you, if Lord Ram ate meat, so what you will do? You will also eat or what? If Lord Ram ate meat, if it is there in scripture, so what should?
Then why is it
you
in Bhagavad
understand from it?
Gita? Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Yadyad Acharati Shreshas. So those people, leaders should lead and show the others, na Prabhuji. So they will ask
Yes.
that, na?
Lord Ram did so many things. Of all the points, you got only one thing to follow. Okay, you also follow other things. Now, how much you followed your father's instruction? Did you leave everything and go home, go to the forest? Did you follow like that? Did you follow all the levels? He just kept the word. How many times you keep your word in your life? You said some word and you kept your promise. How many times did you do? If you do all the things, then you can do this also. You only want to take one part. That means it is not sincerity. That is cheating.
So we also heard that Jesus also ate fish like that. That is what Christians are quoting, Prabhuji. So they also have misunderstood. Is it like that, Prabhuji, that they are copying Jesus and just eating fish?
Jesus told so many things. Why don't they follow other
So no, that's what we have to understand that also in this context only.
Yeah. Even if you eat also, it's that situation, that place and all, who are staying there, what type of audience are there. I know he has to eat that, and that is not wrong for him. Only his application is wrong now.
Very nice, Prabhuji. I'm very good. Thank you so much, Hare Krishna.
Any other questions? So,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavatpranam. Regarding, again, continuation with Mataji's discussion, Prabhuji, the people generally ask if Lord himself is eating, why we should not eat? That is the question actually. But you said he is doing so many things. So who has to decide their Prabhu, Adhikar Prabhu, to whom we should explain this? Who is the audience like? You said na, there are second grade, third grade and fourth grade category people are there. So how to explain them, Prabhuji?
see now, the audience will catch the subject only like that because that is your level of consciousness. For people, their level of consciousness, they will only see this part. They will see Lord ate meat. They will see these things. That means that is the level of consciousness. You cannot tell them big things. That proves their that proves their
Lower,
standard.
yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Like now, if you give somebody with higher consciousness, he
Ah.
will understand things in a better way. He will not look into these things. He just want answer for it. Now, Lord Ram ate meat. Now you don't want to eat meat, but you want to understand why this is there.
Okay.
For you, the answer is why you need that answer so that you can elevate yourself. You don't need answer that okay, I also want to eat now. I got an opportunity. Lord Ram is eating meat. That is not your purpose. That means you are approaching scriptures. Your level of consciousness is different. Automatically, you can see it.
Okay. So depending upon the
if a person
consciousness, yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
the consciousness only tells okay, what is this person is and what he is up to. If it is at very low level, we cannot
He will
give
focus
him an
on that
answer also.
only.
No matter
Yeah,
how
when
much,
anything he will focus. Yes, yes,
no
Prabhuji,
matter
not
how
the
much
other
he
things.
tells, you will not understand only. So what is the point in telling him?
Okay, for that such kind of people, better not to explain detailing like Prabhuji. To their level,
It
we
is
have
like
to teach.
you find in YouTube so many such videos where people are showing, see,
Yes,
this
yes,
sloka is there,
Prabhuji.
that sloka is there.
Yes,
No,
Prabhuji.
for their level of consciousness, they want to eat meat. They are not. Their
Let them
level
eat.
of consciousness is like that. What
But
is
they
the
will
point in
misquote
telling?
this only, na. Lord itself is eating, he is eating, he is eating. They will misquote this. They will quote this only, na, for their actions. That is the problem, Prabhuji.
No, that is their level only. That is their
Yeah,
standard.
yeah,
So
yes,
we
Prabhuji.
cannot
Yeah, of
help
course.
that
Yeah,
people.
correct. Yes, Prabhuji. Okay, anyways,
I can
okay,
help
Prabhuji.
somebody who really want to learn. Like you want
Yeah,
answer for it, I can help
yeah.
you.
Ah,
They don't want answer for it. They want excuse to do what they want to do.
excuse. Yeah.
How can I help them?
They want to
So you,
justify their actions. That's all, Prabhuji. Nothing. No, like I am
they
doing
need an
correctly.
excuse. They need an
Yeah,
excuse,
excuse.
and then
Yeah,
and
to
they
continue with that action. Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, correct.
and another thing is they
Hmm.
want to prove that we are wrong also. There is a
Yes.
malicious intent also to prove
Yes,
that we are
Prabhuji.
wrong.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
that's why Madhyamadhikari is what? Madhyamadhikari is
Uh,
Ishware Tadedinishu Balasheshu. This is a Prema Maitri Kripa Apeksha.
hmm.
We show Prema to Guru and Krishna, Maitri to devotees, and
Hmm.
Kripa to innocent, and Apeksha is for envious people. Such people now we have to keep distance.
These people are
If
like
we
that.
are
Enemies.
arguing with such people, then we become Kanishta. We are not Madhyama. Madhyama don't argue with such type of people. We don't interact only with such people.
Okay. Okay,
That,
Prabhuji.
that is a stand of Madhyama.
But when we are taking class, such question arises. That's why Mataji also
So
asking.
we can
Because
help the people who want to have answer. If they don't want answer, then we cannot help them.
if they generally ask what we can say, you have to say like it is. We have to see for the context why this has happened like that. We have to explain, Prabhuji.
No, now the answer I gave, no, this is not applicable for you. You take which is applicable for you.
Hmm. Okay.
When you digest it, no, then don't eat it.
Hmm. Okay.
Like Vishwamitra Muni, he ate, but you can digest that karma. Can you digest the karma? You want already pain is there in life. Don't do it. It will take you to tamoguna. Why are you doing it?
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, Prabhuji. According to their consciousness, their level only we can, even though we teach them, if they are unable to grasp it or take it, it is their problem. It is based on their adhikar. That's all, no, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Hare Krishna.
Any other question? Comment? Okay. I want to take 5, 6, 7, but we are already 9:40. So, any question? So, thank you all very much. Anantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki